I want to take the angle of the subtle nuances and the things that's not written in black and white. I'm actually speaking to my younger self, the energetic, um, tunnel vision shepherd that just wanted to, and I want to speak to the young shepherds, speak to the older shepherds that are now being made shepherds as well, and just to give an insight on a couple of things that can help them along their way, a couple of tips. I have 4 topics I'm going to go through real quickly. Topic number 1 is in lockstep. In lock and step, the pastor, chorister, shepherd boy, and choir should function as a team. Of course, we understand the hierarchy of the church, especially the choir, but I like to focus on that oneness to work in lock and step. Individuals who move in lock and step are very closely linked to one another. When one moves forward, the other moves forward. When one steps right, the other steps right. Lockstep is a way of marching in which the marchers follow as close behind each other as possible toward a common goal. How do you accomplish this? Get to know one another outside, as my pastors say, these 4 walls. It's difficult to create a tight bond with your fellow choir official, your pastor, singers, only using the Sabbath recess hours. How well do you know each other outside of the topics of the Church of God and Saints of Christ? How's school? How's life? How's work? What are your goals? How can I help? Just get to know the human being, get to know the person, create that bond. And 99.9% of all choir issues, in my opinion, can be solved through prayer and unity of being in lockstep. I have an affectionate phrase for the pastor and choir official I call the triangle. If you notice, the shepherd, chorister, pastor on the pulpit, and what's in the center of those 3 are the singers of Israel. Of course, you yourself is a singer as well. And they will greatly benefit from the unity of the 3. It's also important to know each singer as well too, and build a connection with each other. And that's how you create that lockstep. All hail and you're wrong. Sounds funny. It's under the general chorister's lecture and good points to remember in the singer's manual. And although it's in the chorister section, I asked the shepherds to take a quick look at this point. It says here, make corrections in all sincerity, compliment and express appreciation to the choir. The pastor or chorister may ask you to correct or address an issue at any given time. It may be minor or major or major infraction. You may see something you may have to swiftly address. Usually it has been previously delegated to you by the pastor or chorister to look out for it. Even if they're a little busy, they don't see it. So they're asking you to look out for such a thing. Ask yourself, when last have you personally showed appreciation to a specific singer or the choir in general? Why do I ask this of the shepherds? As a human being, there's an effect on the mind when all someone does is greet you and then spends a few minutes telling you what you did wrong. It's hi, hello, and you did wrong. Over time, that plays something on the mind. And let the singers know, they do great work, being on time, singing, prancing, marching, being in uniform, pressed, well taken care of, always smiling, encouraging their fellow singers. Tell them. Make sure you tell them. By telling them you appreciate them, it becomes an easier pill to swallow when they need correction. The inclination to correct an infraction will be swift and well received.